Yeah. Yesterday was just a tough day for Post 82. Lost a 10-inning game to Cherryville 3-0 here. Went to Burke County and lost on a walk-off homer up there 10-9 last night. And it was a tough day. On top of that, Coach Emery had some health issues yesterday after the Cherryville game. He was not there last night, I understand, and not here tonight. Of course, Coach Grayson has been with his health issues, and it's been a tough. Things are not going well right now.
No, you're right, Dan. And the old saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, Post 82 is in need of a little bit of a break here and to get something going well, because they could have very easily been 2-0 yesterday. But they're 0-2, and they come into tonight's game 4-5 in division play, and doesn't get any easier tonight because you're facing the number one team in the division, and that's Hickory Post 48 coming into the game 9-1 in division play, 13-2 overall.
And you remember a game we broadcast up at Hickory?
Absolutely.
At the first of the season, Post 82, I believe it was their first game.
Yeah, I think so.
Led 2-0 going to the bottom of the ninth inning. Hickory rebounded, rallied, got 3 runs without an out in the bottom of the ninth inning, and won it 3-2. So that wasn't a good start tonight. They want to pay back to Hickory tonight because of that loss, but they're going to have to get things together tonight.
Yeah, and Post 82, a young team, obviously, and they're trying to kind of find their identity, you get a feeling, and maybe develop a leader that is going to come from somewhere. You got to get one somewhere, and that's 3 games that we just mentioned out of their 5 losses that could very well have been wins.
Well, this game, we apologize for getting on the air late because had some technical problems with our phone lines, but you can also watch this game tonight. Listen to it on Big O Country, WOHS, and WCSL, but you can watch it and listen to it on whatsupshopper.com tonight. We hope you, if you can't, one way or the other, you want to watch it and you got a computer nearby, check us out online tonight as well at whatsupshopper.com. This is the Cleveland Regional Medical Center pregame show. We're going to go ahead and give the starting lineups for tonight's game, brought to you by Blanton Cars, 2 locations that serve you in Shelby on East Dixon Boulevard, across from Western Sizzlin', West Dixon Boulevard, next to Taco Bell. And here's Buddy with the Hickory starting lineups. Buddy.
Well, for Hickory Post 48, Dan, leading off and playing shortstop is Davis Hanvey. Batting second and playing second, Tyler Pate. The third place hitter is the center.
You know, some things just go together, like Romeo and Juliet, like lipstick and lips, like shoes and socks, but not sandals and socks. That's not a good look. Like action movies and catchphrases, like McDonald's and an icy cold Coke.
Playing third base, Matt Ward. Hitting seventh and playing first base, Jordan Fulbright. Batting seventh, the catcher, Luke Barton. And I should say eighth, and batting ninth, the left fielder, Kieron Whitfield. And that's the batting order for Hickory Post 48. And as I mentioned, 9-1, Dan, in Area 4 play coming into tonight's game.
And for Shelby Post 82, the starting lineup brought you by Blanton Cars. Leading off and in left field is C.J. Brooks. Batting second is third sacker Jackson Mims. Batting third is center fielder Nick Triplett. Batting fourth is first baseman Brock Melton. Batting fifth is Riley Smith, the catcher. Batting sixth tonight is Jay Siegel, the right fielder. Batting seventh is Dustin Green, the shortstop. And batting eighth is pitcher Cody Fitch, the rising junior right-hander from Burns. And Chandler Young playing second base tonight. He is batting ninth. That's our Blanton Cars starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Blanton Cars in Shelby. Game just about ready to get underway. We'll remind you also that our scoreboard is brought to you by Medical Arts Pharmacy, located on Grover Street in Shelby. Thanks to Medical Arts, this is the 19th year they have sponsored our scoreboard on our local sports broadcast on the radio in Shelby. Thanks to Ed Beam and all those folks for that great support of our local sports on the radio. Here, checking the Shelby defensive order out in the outfield, C.J. Brooks. In left field, center field is Nick Triplet. Right field, Jay Siegel. In infield, Brock Melton at first. Chandler Young at second. Shortstop, Dustin Green. Third baseman, Jackson Mims. And the battery again on the mound pitching is Cody Fitch. Behind the plate catching, Riley Smith. Coming to the plate for Hickory, Davis Hanvey, followed by Tyler Pate and Cole McGraw. And here with the play-by-play, here's Buddy Ramey.
Thank you, Dan. And the first pitch, a fastball over for a called strike, 0-1. Right-hander Cody Fitch on the mound for Post 82, working exclusively from the stretch. His next pitch, a breaking ball, swung and missed. And a good start for Post 82, 0-2. And we apologize. We're still trying to get things worked out. I don't know if the interference that we hear in our headsets everybody else hears, but we're trying to get that worked out if you do, and we apologize for that. The 0-2 curveball, low and away in the dirt, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Davis Hanvey for Post 48. Next pitch, a breaking ball, fouled back off the screen. Count remains 1-2. Just underway from Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium. If you're in the area, drop on by. Good night to watch a baseball game. Our umpires tonight, Chris Reynolds behind the plate and Scott Britton on the bases. 1-2, jammed him off the fist. Roller towards short. Dustin Green couldn't come up with it cleanly. And Davis Hanvey reaches on an error to start the game off.
Not a good start for Post 82 after the yesterday's things that happened. Some errors in that 10th inning against Cherville really hurt them yesterday. And error to start off this game now. So
Hanvey down at first, and Tyler Pate, left-handed hitting second baseman, at the plate. Looking to bunt and move the runner up, comes up empty, and it's 0-1. Jackson Mims at third base. Not going to be surprised at the sacrifice attempt. He's probably 3 or 4 feet on the infield grass. Fitch comes set. Next pitch is lined into right field for a base hit. Over to cut it off. Jay Siegel, the runner rounding second, looked like he was going to try to reach third, fell down. Had to scramble to his feet and get back to second. But Hickory Post 48 with a good start here. An error for the leadoff batter, and then Tyler Pate, a line drive single to right, first and second, nobody out. And that brings up Cole McGraw, the center fielder. McGraw, another left-handed hitter, hitting in the 3 spot. And Brock Melton at first base and on the grass. McGraw shows bunt, but takes the pitch well outside, ball 1. Hickory Post 48's lone defeat was to Cherville Post 100 in area play this year. Area 4 Western Division play. Fitch comes set, checks the runners. Fastball outside, and it's 2-0. Post 82 would like to make this last 8 days or so, Dan, a productive week plus, and set themselves up for a good
playoff
finish.
Run.
A good playoff run.
We'll go over their schedule remainder of the week in just a moment.
So 2-0 the count on McGraw. Fitch delivers. That's outside, and now the count 3-0 with runners at first and second. And nobody out, just underway from Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium. Glad to have you along with us for Post 82 Baseball. Buddy Ramey along with Dan Greer. Fitch, another look at the runner. This 3-0 is over, 3-1. Post 82 with their royal blue tops tonight with orange and white numbers and lettering and white pants, and Hickory with their black and white, black top, red trim, and white pants. Right-hander Fitch ready with the 3-1 pitch. Let up, misses, ball 4. And Post 48 now with the bases loaded. And that'll bring Coach Mike Grayson, who we didn't know if he was at the game, Dan, he's been having some health issues, and Coach Grayson's going to walk to the mound.
Yeah, Coach. Have a confab with his pitcher and catcher out there. And, this team, I think we'll get it turned around, but the schedule remainder of the week, they're home tomorrow night against Asheville. We'll have that game for you. Rutherford County here on Wednesday night. We'll have that game for you. Thursday night, Caldwell County will be here, and we'll have that game for you as well. And they'll wind up the regular season on Friday night at Henderson County. So 5 big games this week, and they really need to win all 5 to really be in a good seeding position when the playoffs start next week. So let's hope Post 82 can come up with a win tonight and the remainder of the week as well.
That would be just what the doctor ordered. Cleanup batter, designated hitter Colton Chapman at the plate. Takes a pitch in the dirt all the way to the screen, and Post 48 will put a notch in the scoreboard first tonight. It's 1-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. On the wild pitch, Davis Hanvey scores from third. Count 1-0 on Chapman.
Josh Collins with us tonight on the What's Up Shopper side, handling everything. Got it set up here for us, and he's down with the camera, down the right field line here at Veterans Field Keeter Stadium. Appreciate Josh and his help.
There's a fastball lifted into shallow left center field. Long run. Nice play by Nick Triplett. And the runners will have to stay at second and third. That could have been very, very disastrous. And the speed of Nick Triplett and a good jump got him to the baseball. And there's one down. And it was shallow enough, Dan, where the runner at third, Tyler Pate, couldn't tag and score. And that was a big, big out for Post 82.
Big out. And, that's the reason you got to have a fast player with some speed in center field, because he's got a lot of ground to cover, but he's more than any other outfielder out there.
Absolutely. And shortstop Dustin Green was a little bit too far for him to get out there and make a play on it. Jordan Ecker, the right fielder at the plate now. He looks at a fastball low and away, ball 1.
And speaking of Nick in center field, he pitched a great game yesterday through 9 innings. Gave up about 6 hits in those first 9 innings, no scoring. I don't know the last time I've seen that scoreboard out there. Zeros all the way through 9 innings, and that's the way it was yesterday.
Next pitch fouled behind the plate, and that'll even it up 1-1 on the Hickory right fielder.
And the other side, Dylan Hastings did a good job for that Cherville team yesterday, going the distance and picking up that win.
1 down, second and third, the runners for Hickory here in the top half of the first inning. They lead at 1-0. And here's the next pitch, a high chopper over the mound. It's going to score a run. Dustin Green, the only play to first, a good strong throw to Brock Melton. 6-3 on the put out, but Tyler Pate scores on the ground out. And it's Hickory 2, Shelby nothing.
And Mr. Eckert gets the RBI on that ground out.
He does indeed. That brings up the third baseman, Matt Ward. And if Cody Fitch could get Ward out, you got to think it could have been worse with bases loaded, nobody out. Breaking ball, check swing, that's a strike, 0-1. You hate to give up any runs, but bases loaded, nobody out. It's tough to put a goose egg up there. Here's the 0-1 from Fitch, breaking ball in the dirt. That's a good play by Riley Smith, the catcher. He had to backhand it in the dirt to keep another run from scoring. Runner at third, 2 down. And the count 1-1 on third baseman Matt Ward. He'll step out and call time. About 86 degrees of game time, Dan. It's been a hot weekend, and this week's starting off to look to be the same.
It does. Wednesday it's supposed to cool down for a couple of days, but then Friday and Saturday it's supposed to be up close to 100. So.
Good fastball in there by Fitch on the outside corner, 1-2, and I don't think the batter Ward agreed with that, but not too often do they give the batters a vote on it. Runner at third, 2 down. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball popped up. Will anybody have a play? Brock Melton, a great effort. Can't come up with it, but he's diving right in front of the Shelby dugout. It's just a little pop-up. Didn't stay up in the air long, but great effort by Brock to try and get there. The count remains 1-2. Starting to cloud up a little bit here at Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium. And Dan, I think you told us that there's a chance for some thunderstorm activity or showers this evening. Hopefully they'll stay away. There's a fastball low and away. Another good stop by Smith. And that evens the count at 2-2.
Had some shower and thunderstorm activity in this area. Last evening, of course, Post 82 was playing up in Morganton against Burke County. Did not affect him up there.
Right-hander Cody Fitch on the mound. Matt Ward at the plate. Here's the 2-2 offering. Good curveball, and Ward is down on strikes to end the inning.
But Hickory takes the lead with 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. After a half inning of play on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Hickory 2, Post 82 coming to bat on Big O Country and whatsupshopper.com.
From Shelby Transmission Specialists. They do straight drive and automatic transmissions. They can repair and rebuild transmissions and sell parts as well.
And now any size Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea from McDonald's is just $1. So they go even more together, like reality shows and hot tubs. McDonald's and Coke, the simple joy of being made for each other. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time, a la carte only.
West End Sales in Vail is proud to welcome Ron Parker to their staff. Ron takes his time to invite his friends and former customers to come by and see him for all of your farm and lawn and garden equipment needs. And for a limited time, get a free loader with any Coyote Series tractor, excluding the DS Series. And get a free first-time oil change with the purchase of any new tractor. See Ron Parker today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail. So you think it'll take a miracle to get affordable insurance? Well, Pilgrim Insurance in Shelby and Lincoln believes in miracles. Come by and talk with one of their friendly, helpful staff members. Call now for a free quote, and you'll find you'll get lower rates and better service. Pilgrim will insure any driver, any age, any vehicle. Yes, miracles do happen. Visit Pilgrim Insurance, 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and on Clark Drive in the Town and Country Shopping Center in Lincoln. Thinking about new carpet or floor covering for your home? Then think about Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Gastonia. Either one is just a short drive away. You'll find name brand floor covering at great prices with expert installation. Come in and check out the savings today. Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors, 2759 East Ozark Avenue in Gastonia. There's a store near you.
Davini Lumber and Salvage in Polkville can save you on everything from hardware items to landscape timbers to treated lumber and mulch. Plus, Davini's has dog kennels, paneling, windows, hardwood flooring, doors, exterior shutters, and more. So whether you're building new or remodeling, see Max and the folks at Davini Lumber and Salvage. Call 704-538-8211 for Davini Lumber and Salvage, Highway 226 in downtown Polkville.
Ready with the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Swung on and missed. And down on strikes goes C.J. Brooks for out number 1.
And this lineup is new for Post 82, at least what we saw most of the season. C.J. leading off now. And Nick Triplett moving from leadoff down to third. And Jackson Mims moves up from about fifth to second in this batting order.
Jackson Mims at the plate now, and he grounds the first pitch. Foul, third base side, and it's 0-1. Dan, I was just noticing the starting lineup before we got on air. Evan Lawassa is not in there. Is he injured or suffering from anything? Or?
I'm not sure. He was in the lineup yesterday. I'm not sure about last night.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, lined into left center field. Nobody's going to get that one. That's a good one. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Mims rounds first, headed to second. And he's standing at second with a one-out double. And once again, folks, we apologize if you're tuning in. We've had some difficulties with our phone lines back at the station. So if you have some interference there, which we hear through our headphones, and we apologize for that.
But you can go to whatsupshopper.com, and see and listen to the game.
Curveball to Nick Triplett, right at the third baseman. He checks the runner. Throw a little high, but not too high. And Fulbright, the first baseman, comes up with it cleanly. 5-3 on the putout, and Mims has to stay put at second base, 2 down.
And buddy, let's do it quickly. Do a supermarket player to watch for Post 82. With all our technical problems, we skipped over that. We'll do that. I'll let Buddy select one in just a moment.
Okay, Brock Melton, the cleanup batter, the first baseman, hits the first pitch foul, just foul, over the first base bag. Fulbright was over to make a play on it, and it's 0-1. And I think we'll make shortstop Dustin Green our Aura Supermarket player to watch. Dustin starting at short tonight and batting in the 7-hole. Hard hit grounder, but at the second baseman, Pate, couple of steps to his right, throws on to first to retire the side.
So for Post 82, no runs. There was one hit, the double by Jackson Mims, no errors, and one left on. After 1 inning to play on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Hickory leads Shelby 2-0 on whatsupshopper.com and Big O Country.
Got a special occasion coming up? Celebrate it with a greeting card from the new greeting card section at Griffin Drugstore in downtown Kings Mountain. Griffin Drugstore now has a new $1 greeting card section. Since 1919, Griffin Drugstore has been serving the people of Kings Mountain with the finest in prescription service, featuring free citywide delivery and 10% senior citizens discounts. Griffin Drug, 129 West Mountain Street, downtown Kings Mountain.
Ready to travel? Then first travel into Young RVs in Kings Mountain. Take a look at the Viking Ultralight Conventional Travel Trailer with prices starting at $89.95. Choose from 3 great floor plans. And if you want to camp on Easy Street, see the Viking Hybrid Camping Trailers starting at $59.95. This unit has features you can't live without. See the Viking difference. Viking Travel Trailers and Campers available from Young RV Sales on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 Bypass intersection, Kings Mountain.
It's
Back at Veterans Field Keeter Stadium, we go to the second inning. 2-0. Hickory leads it on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, and Jordan Fulbright will lead off for, I started to say the Red Tornadoes, but this is Legion, so it's Post 48.
It is Post 48, bottom third of the lineup. 7, 8, and 9 to face Cody Fitch, and a swing and a miss. At the first pitch, 0-1. Post 48 with a couple of runs in the first inning to take the 2-0 lead here on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. And did that with only one base hit. Let up misses low and inside, count even 1-1. Fulbright, another left-handed hitter, and this Hickory squad is not lacking on left-handed hitters. There's a changeup swung on and missed, and the count now 1-2 to Fulbright. Pitch comes set, the 1-2 pitch, low and inside with the fastball, and it's 2-2. Top of the second inning, nobody out, nobody on. And Fitch ready now with the 2-2 offering. Swung on and fouled out of play behind the grandstand, third base side, and it remains 2-2.
2-2 pitch next low in the dirt, and count 3-2, buddy.
Thank you, Dan. We appreciate the fine folks here taking care of us from the concession stand. 2-2 once again. Called strike 3 inside corner. That was a good pitch by Cody Fitch, and Fulbright caught looking for out number 1.
Next now will be the catcher number 15, Luke Gordon. Whitfield on deck.
Suzanne, the folks that volunteer their time in the concession stand here do a great job, and
hey, great food.
Food's wonderful. I mean, can't beat it, and they are just overly nice and taking care of us every time we're here to do a ball game. We appreciate it very much. Luke Barton, the catcher, steps in with 1 out, takes the first pitch for a ball, and the next pitch, I believe, hit him. Maybe it didn't.
Yeah.
He got out of the way. I don't know how. But anyway, he was up and in with a fastball, and it's 2-0. And don't mean to be too repetitive, but we are aware of the problems in our phone lines, and we're working to try to get that corrected. Line shot back to the mound. Cody Fitch with a nice play. And that's out number 2 as Barton is robbed by the pitcher Cody Fitch on a line out back to the mound. That brings up the left fielder, the number 9 hitter, Keyron Whitfield. And he bunts, a nice bunt down the first base side. See if there's going to be a play. The throw to first is off of the runner into right field. He advances to second. And Dan, I watched that, and I watched where he was running. You're not supposed to run inside the line at first base. He was definitely inside. I don't know if Coach Grayson is going to question it or not. But the ball hit off of the hitter when Cody Fitch threw to first. And I believe I'd be out there questioning that, because
I believe I would too on that.
You're supposed to run in foul territory in order to give the defense a chance to make that play. But at any rate, they're not going to change their mind. Whitfield at second now with 2 down. Back to the top of the order, and Davis Hanvey, and he takes a curveball over for a strike, 0-1.
That's where I'd be asking for the home plate umpire's decision, looking from his angle. As a base umpire, of course, called he out.
But he can, and he was looking at it. There's a fastball on the outside corner, 1-1.
He made no
on
comment.
Hanvey, he never said anything, Dan. It appeared to me, because I saw what was developing, and I knew it was going to be a tough angle there for Cody Fitch. He didn't say anything, and to my knowledge, I think he could overrule the base umpire, or not overrule him, but call interference, because I thought it definitely should have been called. 0-2 pitch lifted to shallow right field. Long run, but a nice play by Jay Siegel as he makes it right before the fence in the bullpen area. And Jay Siegel with a nice play to end the inning.
And for Hickory, no runs, no hits, 1 Shelby error, 1 left on. After an inning and a half on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, 2-0 Hickory leading post 82 on whatsupchopper.com, WOHS, WCSL, and realcountry1390.com.
Experience, quality, and guaranteed service. That's what you get from Shelby Transmission Specialists. They do straight drives and automatic transmissions. They can repair and rebuild transmissions and sell parts as well. So if you're having trouble with your transmission, see the experts, Hal Hambrick, Lyle Reynolds, and Jimmy Stepp at Shelby Transmission Specialist, 734 Nally Drive, just off Highway 226 North, Shelby. Call 704-482-8756.
Attention landscape professionals, got a great deal on a Toro Z-Master zero-turn rider and boost your productivity. Its revolutionary Turbo Force 7-gauge steel cutting deck features the industry's toughest spindle assembly and an adjustable front baffle to achieve a superb cut on tall grass, wet grass, even tough-to-cut grass. Get the machine that gets more done. Get a deal, too, with Toro Financing. See your participating dealer for details. Toro, count on it. Available at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, at the Oak Grove Road Highway 74 Bypass, Kings Mountain.
Gamble's BP Auto Repair in Uptown Shelby is your one-stop for gas and repair work on your vehicle. You can get quality BP gasoline, and Bill Gamble and his staff can do light and medium repair work on all types of vehicles, including work on CV joints, water pumps, alternators, and service and repair work on your car's air conditioning and heating systems. They can change your oil and lubricate your vehicle as well. And now Gamble's has tires. Come see the good selection of new tires at Gamble's BP Auto Repair. The Calv at Warren Streets in Uptown Shelby.
The count goes to 1-1. Breaking ball hit toward third. Ward fields it on the infield grass, throws to Fulbright. 5-3 on the put out for out number 1. That'll send up the right fielder, Jay Siegel. With 1 out and nobody on. 2 hits on the night for Hickory, 1 hit for post 82 and 2 errors. Colton Allison, the left-hander, delivers breaking ball. Off the plate outside, ball 1. Left-hander working quickly. Next pitch is lifted foul, right field side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Starting to get a little overcast here. No wind though, Dan. Breaking ball 1 inside, ball 2, 2-1. A lot of times when the wind picks up, you know probably something might be coming.
As we look back to the west here, there's a cloud developing out there. Hopefully it won't bother us any, but there's one developing over there.
Allison's 2-1, chopper towards short. Hanvey up with it. High throw to first, and safe is the call. And you got to credit that to Jay Siegel, Dan, because he did what a lot of kids do when they're trying to beat something out, and you really should do it only in this instance, because the throw pulled Fulbright off the bag. He had to jump for it. And if you slide in that situation, you're more than likely going to be safe. So credit Jay Siegel there.
Yeah, because he came down trying to put the tag on. Jay was low, sliding, had no way to do it, and Jay is safe. First, he'll be an error on the shortstop.
And that sends to the plate, or a supermarket player to watch, Dustin Green. And Dustin takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. It's been proven that you shouldn't slide when you're trying to beat something out, but if any time you see the first baseman go up to try and make the play, it's much better off if you try to slide because you can beat it. Had he not slid, he was out. The tag would have been applied. Throw over to first, chasing Siegel back. Now the runner going on the next pitch. Got a good jump. Not going to be a chance to throw him out. Luke Barton came up slinging it to second, but Jay Siegel had such a good jump off Allison. He's safely at second now with 1 out.
And let me say something right now. Chris Emery, the Shelby coach, is here tonight. He's down in the first base coaching box. Glad to see he's here, buddy.
Absolutely. A 2-0 pitch catches the outside corner, 2-1. So Coach Emery and Coach Grayson here tonight in the post 82 dugout, and that is a very, very good sight to see. Next pitch, a let up, had Dustin out in front. He comes up empty and count 2-2. Shelby looking to get something going here in the bottom half of the second inning, trailing 2-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Next pitch swung on a missed, and Dustin Green down on strikes. 2 out in the inning. That sends up the pitcher, Cody Fitch, with a chance to help himself here. With 2 down, a runner in scoring position at second, and the person of Jay Siegel. He takes a fastball low from Allison, ball 1.
Cody, opportunity here to help his own cause here. cut that 2-run deficit down to 1 here with a base hit.
Next pitch catches the outside corner, even at 1-1. Two down, runner at second for post 82. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. Hickory leads it 2-0. Breaking ball, chopped fair, I believe. Oh my goodness! It's called foul by the home plate umpire, and that was a very, very close call right there, Dan.
And Coach Chad Fowler, the Shelby third base coach, walks halfway down the line with a complaint, but realizes it's going to go into no avail, so he's going to go back.
That's one I couldn't swear on, but it looked like it may have went over the back. But we don't have the perfect angle here. It results in a 1-2 count on Cody Fitch. Breaking ball stays up and away. Evens the count up at 2-2.
During our break, we talked a little bit with Alan Ford about that call at the end, back during the top of this inning as the ball gets away from the catcher.
Yeah, 2-2 in the dirt.
But he agreed. Hey, the runner was inside the baseline.
Well, you know, as long as we've done games, Dan, I don't comment much on officiating, but when I saw that, I thought it was pretty obvious. 3-2 pitch fouled out of play.
But the umpire, the home plate umpire, should have made a call right there, and he didn't.
Should have been an interference call because they have the little box drawn in foul territory from home to first in order to show the batter that's where he's supposed to run. Well, he was a good 1.5 2 foot in fair territory, and the ball hit off of him. Grounder up the middle. Second baseman Pate fields it, throws on to first. 4-3 on the put out to retire the side.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We'll go to the third inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 2-0 Hickory over Shelby on Big O Country and WhatsUpShopper.com.
Here's a special money-saving message from Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs. If you use petroleum products, you should consider a generic brand. Major brands charge premium rates covering national advertising and promotions. Good generic brand packages their own products and meets manufacturer specifications, and they can sell at a lower price because of lower overhead. Our generic brands include Wolfhead, Coastal, AutoGuard, and Lubriguard. Buy these brands and you cut your costs. See Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive, Patterson Springs. Be sure to pick up this week's What's Up Shopper and check out the Essiter Auto Sales ad. Play the new Essiter Auto Sales Sports Trivia. Get the sports trivia question right, and you could win a free $10 gift certificate to your choice of the Western Sizzlin' or the Clock. And check out the great buys with over 130 automobiles on the lot. Down payments start at $4.99. See the entire inventory at EssiterAutoSales.com. Essiter Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby, located right next to Bojangles.
Spring is here. It's time to start those projects you've been putting off all winter long. And the place to start is Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby. Brighten up your home with a new coat of Benjamin Moore paint. You'll find every color under the sun, along with all of your painting supplies. Build a deck for those summer cookouts. Fix that leaky faucet in the bathroom, or put in those new windows you've been wanting. Whatever the project, see Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Arrowwood Street in Shelby. The projects start and end with Cleveland Lumber Company.
For post 48 here, leading off will be second man in the order, Tyler Pate, Cole McCraw, and Colton Chapman.
2, 3, and 4 off to face Cody Fitch. Here in the top of the third inning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Paid with one of the 2 hits for post 48. He singled to right his first time up. And he looks at a strike, 0-1. One breaking ball, pretty good pitch, but didn't quite find the plate, and it's 1-1.
For your Cherville Post 100 fans, coverage of them continues tomorrow night I believe they are at Rutherford County at McNair Field tomorrow night in Forest City, and Milton in the game will have that game for you tomorrow night on WCSL at 6:45 airtime.
The 1-1 offering is outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count on second baseman Tyler Pate. Next pitch lifted into left center field. Long run for the left fielder. Diving attempt, and he makes the play. C.J. Brooks. What a defensive gem. They got a heck of a jump, Dan, and then just laid out. And if the cameras were here, which they are, on WhatsAppShopper.com, that one should probably be submitted to ESPN there.
Yeah, Josh Collins down there. Josh got a pretty good view of it there, I think. And I believe he sort of a snowball catch. He saw a lot of white, but good job by CJ holding on.
Yeah, I had to wait for a minute to get the umpire's call on it. But a nice play by C.J. Brooks, 1 down. That'll bring up Cole McGraw. Left-handed hitting center fielder. He walked his first trip to the plate tonight. Takes a pitch low and inside, ball 1. Next pitch, a curveball, catches the outside corner, 1-1. And if you're just joining in, Hickory Post 48, we were mentioning before the game, they're setting the top Area 4 Western Division, 9-1 in league play. Next pitch outside, 2-1.
And this is a team that really improved last year and went to the state tournament along with Cherryville from Area 4 over in Morehead City. And, hey, they're good again this year.
They absolutely are. 2-1 pitch sails outside. Count 3-1 on McGraw. Post 82 had one almost locked into the win column up there the first game of the season. Let it get away in the ninth. Bottom of the ninth inning. And hopefully they can turn that around tonight. Here at Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium, the 3-1 pitch outside. Ball 4 to McGraw. And he reaches via the base on balls for the second time tonight, and that'll send up the cleanup batter, designated hitter Colton Chapman.
I'll remind you again, you can tune in to WhatsAppShopper.com and view this game, and that'll be the case tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night as well, as our coverage continues. Of course, always a tradition, Post 82 American Legion Baseball on WOHS.
So Chapman steps in, right-handed hitter, with 1 out and a runner at first base. And the pitch is behind Chapman all the way to the screen. Runner advances and takes a wide turn around second. Wild pitch puts the runner at second, and it's 1-0 on Chapman. And that will bring out Coach Mike Grayson to have a meeting on the mound.
And we'll remind you, tomorrow night, your chance to get out and see Post 82 play here at Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium. Asheville here tomorrow night, Rutherford County Wednesday night, and Caldwell County here on Thursday night. So keep that in mind. And for you Cherryville folks, Post 100 baseball tomorrow night on WCSL, and that'll be from McNair Field in Forest City against Rutherford County. One thing we talk about the state tournament this year, buddy, it's going to be in Caldwell County, up at Granite Falls and MS Deal Stadium. And you know what that means is, if you want to guarantee yourself to get into the state tournament, you must win the Area 4 playoffs, because Caldwell County already guaranteed a spot, the second Area 4 spot.
So there's only one team from Area 4
other than Caldwell County
that will advance.
If Caldwell County wins the Area 4 playoff championship, then the runner-up will get in. That's the only way the runner-up will get in this year. Unless it's Caldwell County, the runner-up. But
breaking ball fouled off by Chapman. I think right now that's the way it stands. I believe they're second following Hickory.
And Cherryville right behind in third, I think.
1-1 pitch outside corner, called strike 1-2. Chapman flew to center his first time up. And a nice defensive play by Nick Triplett. Runner at second, one out, top of the third inning. Post 82 trails 2-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. And before the 1-2 pitch can be delivered, Chapman calls time and steps out of the batter's box. Back in there now, and Fitch. Couple of looks at the runner at second. Breaking ball just misses off the inside part of the plate. Moves the count to 2-2 on Colton Chapman. Sign given by Riley Smith. Another breaking ball that misses inside, and the count runs full to the Hickory cleanup batter. McGraw down at second, one out in the inning. Post 82 trying to keep it right here, a 2-0 game in the top of the third. Good pitch by Fitch, but fought off and fouled in front of the Hickory dugout. And we'll get another payoff pitch from Cody Fitch to Colton Chapman. Shelby right-hander comes set. And the 3-2, low and away with a fastball. Ball 4 to Chapman. Back-to-back walks. And Hickory now with runners at first and second and one out.
Those freebies don't help anybody. You like to go back sometime and check how many runs the other team scored were on base by hit batsmen and base on balls. You'll find out probably over half of them.
Yeah, you're right. Jordan Eckerd, the right fielder, steps in now, and he's 0 for 1. He grounded to short his first plate appearance. Fitch ready. Fastball outside corner called strike 0-1. Post 82 coming into the game 4-5 in division play with only, as we mentioned, about, 5 games left, Dan?
Yeah, 5 games.
Before the playoffs.
Yeah, counting tonight's game, 5 games.
You'd like to get at least 3 or 4 of those. 0-1 breaking ball, that's a good one. Over for a strike, and it's 0-2 on Eckerd. If you could get 4 of them, you'd finish up at 8-6, and that wouldn't be too bad.
No, it wouldn't.
Here's the 0-2 offer. Breaking ball swung and a missed. And Eckerd down on strikes for the second out. That was a big out for Cody Fitch and Post 82.
Third strikeout for Cody Fitch tonight.
That'll send up third baseman Matt Ward, and Matt was a strikeout victim, one of those 3 strikeouts for Cody Fitch, his first time up. We're in the top of the third inning, runners at first and second for Hickory Post 48, and they lead Shelby 2-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Ward, a right-handed hitter with a very open stance. And he takes a fastball outside, ball 1. Fitch comes set. Next pitch swung on and missed, evening it up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch, a curveball. Just a little low, and it's 2-1 on the third baseman for Hickory, Matt Ward.
Not exactly sure which date the playoffs start. They could start as early as Sunday.
That's scary, Dan, because I was just thinking along the same lines. I thought I saw a date somewhere, but not positive. The 2-1 pitch lifted to deep left center field, but a good jump by Nick Triplett. He'll run it down for the final out of the inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 2-0. Hickory leads Post 82 on Big O Country and WhatsUpShopper.com.
Your engagement is a defining moment in your life, and Wright's Jewelry in Boston can help you choose the engagement ring to perfectly reflect your commitment to her. Whether a princess cut or round brilliant diamond is her choice, Wright's can set it in the ring mounting that will ensure she says yes. Choose from a large selection of beautiful wedding and engagement sets. Serving our area since 1937. Visit Wright's Jewelry, Highway 18 North in Boston, or online at wrightsjewelrystore.com.
Nature commands not just how fast a plant can grow, but also the shape and direction it grows in. Almost invisible to the human eye, grass can grow up to 5 inches a week. That's 1/1000th of an inch every second minute.
Manage the wild with chainsaws, trimmers, blowers, and lawnmowers from Husqvarna. Husqvarna, taming the wild.
Your local Husqvarna sales and service dealer is Elliott Supply, Highway 182 in Polkville.
As a parent, every choice that I make is an important one, including...
Back at Veterans Field Keeter Stadium, we go to the bottom of the third inning. Post 82 trailing 2-0 our score on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Chandler Young leads off the inning for Shelby.
And Chandler takes the first 2 pitches, and it's 2-0. 9-1-2 up to face left-hander Colton Allison. It's been pretty tough, working on a 1-hit shutout to this point. 2-0 pitch swung and a miss, 2-1.
They got the video board working out in on the scoreboard out in right center tonight.
High chopper to third. Sunday hop for Matt Ward. Strong throw over to first. 1 down. 5-3 on the putout. Back to the top of the order now, and C.J. Brooks. C.J. a strikeout victim, his first time up. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Post 82 trailing 2-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. And C.J. looks at the first pitch. 1-0. Missed off the outside corner. Allison misses low and in with the second pitch, 2-0. Left-hander gets a sign from Luke Barton, his catcher, and the next pitch plunks C.J. Brooks, and he reaches the hard way, hit batsman, and he's down at first with 1 down. That brings up third baseman Jackson Mims, and Jackson only here tonight for Post 82, Dan.
He does, and that came back at double back in the bottom of the first inning, a 1-out double.
There's a little dribbler toward the mound. Pitcher throws to second in time, and that was a tough play. We had to wait till the umpire made the call. Shortstop Davis Hanvey hangs on, and I wasn't real sure if that was the right play once the pitcher whirled, but he made the play, so got to give him credit.
And the base umpire delayed in calling it because he wanted to make sure the shortstop still had the ball in his glove, and he did come up with it, thus out number 2.
And a big second out, and that sends up center fielder Nick Triplett with 2 down. Had he not made that play, though, Post 82 would be looking at first and second, only 1 out. But a nice play by Allison. Throw over to first. chasing Jackson Mims back to the bag.
Well, I think we got some information that the playoffs actually begin on July 3rd. Is it what the information states there?
I think so. That's what we got as a breaking ball finds a plate, 0-1 on Triplett. Bounced to third his first time up. Here's the 0-1 offering, fouled straight back off the screen. And Allison ahead 0-2 to Triplett. So that would be next Tuesday, right.
Now, in the past, they have allowed teams to start early if they so wish. I don't know if that'll happen this year.
0-2 fastball. It's off the plate. He hit the target, but Barton was set up outside trying to get Triplett to go fishing. He didn't. And the count of ball and 2 strikes. There's a hard hit ball. Past the third baseman into left field for a base hit.
Well, actually, the shortstop came up with through the first, and they got him. No, he got there. He got there in time.
I'm glad you saw it, Dan, because I didn't. I saw the left fielder coming in. I thought he had it.
That's what I thought. And then all of a sudden, the shortstop throws the ball, and apparently it glanced off the glove. But I'll have to give him a base hit.
Oh, that definitely is a base hit.
Yeah.
Matt Ward, the third baseman, did a heck of a job to get a glove on it.
Yes.
He's been busy down there at third. Second hit of the night for post 82. That'll set up runners at first and second. And the cleanup batter, Brock Melton, at the plate. He'll step out and call time. So an opportunity here for Shelby with 2 down in the bottom of the third. Curveball inside, around the inside corner of the plate, 1-0.
Now, Brock grounded out his first time up. He's one of the hottest hitters in his teams throughout the season. And see, a big hit here by Brock could at least cut the deficit in half.
Good swing at a 1-0 pitch, but chopped foul. Right beside the Shelby dugout, evens the count at 1-1. And Brock hit the ball pretty hard his first time up. He grounded to second, but just a couple of steps to the right of Tyler Pate, the second baseman, and made a good play. High chopper toward first, foul ball. And that'll put Allison ahead in the count 1-2. Hickory with a couple of runs in the first inning. That's where we stand here in the bottom of the third. 2-0 post 48 over Shelby post 82. And the next pitch gets away from the catcher. Both runners will advance, and that'll help the cause a little bit. Runners at second and third now. Probably go as a wild pitch.
Took a little bounce there, and the catcher for Hickory, and it's Luke Barton. This couldn't come up with it. Did keep it near him, however.
So the count even now 2-2 with 2 out to Brock Melton. Next pitch line into center field. It's going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run will score. I'm sure they'll wave the other runner. Here comes the throw. Now they hold him up. As Mims could not score, but C.J. Brooks does, and now it's Hickory 2, Shelby 1. Nice piece of hitting as Brock Melton just kind of protected the plate and lined it into center field for an RBI single.
You know, Brock had a great year for Coach Steve Hodge at Chris this spring in his junior year, and this summer has been a hot hitter for post 82, as we mentioned.
Coming through right there, absolutely. Catcher Riley Smith up now with runners at the corners, 2 down. And for a second there, I thought they would send Jackson Mims and take their chances, but it was a good throw. Probably a good decision to hold him up at third. Off-speed pitch over for a strike, 0-1. Riley grounded at third, his first time to the plate tonight. 2 down, runners at first and third, a run in for Shelby. Here's the next pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Nice break on third by Mims, and he'll score. And that was just good base running, Dan, that got him that run and got post 82 back to 2-2 in this ball game, tie ball game here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, good running by Nick Triplett, and scores that tying run. And going down to second on the play, of course, is Brock Melton.
I'm sorry, I got him confused there. Mims scored earlier.
Yeah,
I apologize, but Nick with great base running there is next pitch over for a strike, 1-2 on Riley Smith.
And the go-ahead run now down at second if Riley can come up with a big hit here with 2 out.
Left-hander comes set, the 1-2 pitch. Slow roller foul, third base side.
And we talked about this the other night. We always say they're 90 feet away and down at third. Can't we just say, well, he's 180 feet away at second?
Yeah, absolutely. I started to do it a minute ago.
Yeah, 180 feet away. That's easy addition there,
It is indeed. 1-2, the count, 2 down, runner at second, 180 feet away from taking the lead, post 82. Here's a pitch, chop foul once again, and a pretty good battle going on between Riley Smith and left-hander Colton Allison. Post 82 fighting back here with a couple of runs in the bottom of the third to tie the game. Left-hander works from the stretch. Breaking ball, slow chopper to third. Matt Ward in, throws on the run to retire Shelby here in the bottom of the third inning.
But post 82 ties it up with 2 runs on 2 hits or no errors and 1 runner left on base. After 3 innings of play now on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Shelby 2, Hickory 2 on whatsupchopper.com and Big O Country.
In which automobile insurance is right for my family. GMAC Insurance and Witherspoon Insurance Agency offer the solutions that I need. They understand the importance of automobiles in my life and that I depend on quality service to get me where I want to go. Security comes from the knowledge that there's always someone to assist me whenever I may need it. And in the event of an accident, they will handle my claim fairly and quickly. GMAC Insurance and Witherspoon Insurance Agency. They keep my life moving.
Baseball, the national pastime. It's basic, simple. In a time when, for a lot of Americans, many things are not. Your local Allstate agent can help make things a bit easier by saving you money on car insurance. Right off the bat, safe drivers can save up to 25%. Are you in good hands?
Your local Allstate agent is Chris McDaniel at the Chris McDaniel Allstate Insurance Agency, 404 Cherryville Road across from the YMCA in Shelby. Call 704-484-3463.
Summertime is wedding time. If you've got a wedding in your near future, see Chadwick's Bridal and Formals in Shelby. For over 35 years, Chadwick's has been dressing up Shelby and Cleveland County. They are your tuxedo headquarters. Rent 5 and get the 6th one free. No matter the occasion, Chadwick's can dress you up. See Chadwick's Bridal and Formals, 806 West Warren Street in Shelby.
Back at Veterans Field Keeter Stadium, we go to the 4th inning. 2-2 our score now. Post 82 has tied it up against this Hickory Post 48 team on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Hit for Hickory here in the top of the 4th, it would be Jordan Fulbright, Luke Barton, and Kieran Whitfield. As it has become an overcast night, and still some clouds to the west are a little bit threatening. I don't know if anything will develop out of those, but hopefully not. We can get this game in here at Veterans Field Keeter Stadium tonight as Fulbright comes to the plate.
Number 8, Jordan Fulbright.
7-8-9 up to face Cody Fitch, excuse me. First pitch low and in, ball 1. Cody's next pitch, low and away, 2-0.
Well, thank the folks who were on, again, we remind you, we're on whatsupchopper.com. You can view the game there tonight as well as on WOHS. You can hear the game, and thanks to Kevin Hastings, who puts all this stuff together and does a lot of good work on that. And, of course, Josh Collins got it all going here tonight, and he's down running the camera for us tonight.
And the 2-0 misses, and Fulbright looks at a 3-0 pitch from Cody Fitch. That's over, called strike, 3-1. Fulbright, a strikeout victim, his first time to the plate tonight. We're in the top of the fourth inning, 2-2 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, and the 3-1 offering misses for ball 4.
That's the fourth base on balls issued by Cody tonight.
And with that leadoff walk, we're going to have a Jammin' Jay's call to the bullpen, Dan.
Yeah, Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory call to the bullpen. As we have that, let's take this 90-second timeout on WOHS.
It's time to spring into Keys Carbon and Floor Covered in Shelby for the best possible deals on flooring for your home or business. No matter the job, big or small, Keys Carbon and Floor Covered is there to help you with all of your floor covering needs at a price that you can afford. Come on in and Keith will be happy to go out and give you an estimate on your flooring needs. Plus, you get professional installation. That's Keys Carbon and Floor Covering, 1162 East Marion Street in Shelby.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby. Through the years, I've seen a lot of trophies and plaques, and none appear nicer than those which come from Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies. Their guarantee is not just a guarantee, but a promise for courteous service, the absolute lowest price, quality products, on-time delivery, and most of all, your satisfaction. Awards for all occasions, plus rubber stamps and engraving. That's Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby.
Carolina Energies is your heating and air service experts. They service all brands and feature complete installations. 24-hour service with on-call technicians is available. Carolina Energies also features electrical services, including lighting, recessed lighting, receptacles, and service upgrades. Plus, they will troubleshoot and repair. They sell, install, and service generators. No job too small. Call Carolina Energies for all your energy needs. 704-482-9561. Carolina Energies, 515 North DeKalb Street, Shelby. Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory is Shelby's home for family food and fun. Jammin' Jay's features a pizza buffet with salad bar. Adult buffet is just $5.99. This price good every day, all day, and no coupon is needed. Ages 4 through 10 buffet is just $3.09, and ages 3 and under, free. And there's a fantastic game room. Call for information on birthday parties at...
We closed on him yet. Gave up 2 hits and 2 runs. And Harrell comes in and with nobody out, inherits a runner at first. And the first pitch foul for a strike to Luke Barton.
Frank, he just graduated from Burns, of course, after playing up there, I believe, for 4 years on that Burns team, and his second year here with Post 82.
And the next pitch fouled to the right of the plate, and the count 0-2. I want to remind you, at the conclusion of the game, we'll be naming some players of the game for Post 82 and our fine sponsors that we have that make that possible. 0-2 curveball just off the plate, 1-2. And some of those rapid pace oil change SNR auto sales. WOHS. Also our post-game show, Shelby Savings Bank. Frankie comes set, the 1-2 pitch just a little upstairs, and it evens it up at 2-2.
How did the Braves do yesterday against Boston, buddy? Have you heard?
I think they got beat, Dan.
They lost.
I don't know what the score was, but
they won 1 of 3 up there in Fenway.
Runner going on the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball foul behind the plate. He'll have to pick it up, dust it off, and head back to first. They're kind of been in a tailspin the last little while.
Yeah, well, they on that little jaunt up in the Northeast, the Yankees and the and Boston ended up 3-3 because there's 2 or 3 in at Yankee Stadium. But they have been on the tailspin a little bit, but they returned to action, I think, against Washington. Our next broadcast actually will be on Friday night here on WOHS against Washington. I wouldn't say the Washington Generals, but the Globetrotters aren't playing, are they?
I wouldn't think so.
Washington Nationals.
Throw over to first, chasing the runner back. Nobody out, runner at first, top of the 4th inning, 2-2 the count on the batter, and Barton, the Hickory catcher, calls time. And appears to be a little bit of cat and mouse going on between Frankie Harrell on the mound and the runner at first, and also the batter, Barton. Harrell ready now with the 2-2, swung on and missed. And that's a big out as Barton down on strikes for out number 1.
Buddy, when you pitched, did you like to get in the groove and just not take a lot of time, get pitches back in there? I did too, but some pitchers actually just, that's their habit.
Yeah, whatever you're comfortable with, I think,
slow and deliver. Someone slow and deliberate. That's the way they pitch, and they pitch best that way, yeah.
Absolutely. Kieran Whitfield, the left fielder, steps to the plate with 1 down. He reached on an error, and he lifts the fly ball to left center field, pretty well hit, but C.J. Brooks over to make the catch for out number 2. There's not really a right or wrong way. Most people will try and get you to slow down, but I think it's more about your personality and what you feel comfortable with, and I pretty much wanted to get it back in my hands and get the call and
that's the way I was.
Go after it,
In my younger days.
Back to the top of the order, Davis Hanvey. 0 for 2 on the night. Takes a curveball over, strike 1. Runner at first for Hickory, 2 down. Runner going now. The next pitch, a breaking ball. Throw down to second, not going to be in time. Pitch was a strike. And the count 0-2 now on Hanvey. Credit Fulbright with the stolen base. Frankie Harrell on the mound. Second pitcher of the night for post 82. He delivers the 0-2 pitch, popped up to left field. C.J. Brooks waiting under it, and he makes the catch to retire the side.
So for Hickory in the 4th, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. After 4.5, or after 3.5 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, post 82 has 2, Hickory has 2 on Big O Country and WOHS.
(704) 600-6182. So come on in. Locally owned and operated. Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory. 1011 Grove Street behind the Golden Corral in Shelby.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson at Family Dental Care in Shelby. No matter the age, kids, teenagers, and adults, Dr. Stroud, Wilson, and Thompson will take care of your dental needs. They have over 50 years' experience serving the people of Cleveland County. Call 704-482-3281 for Family Dental Care at 416 West Warren Street in Shelby. That's Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson. Kids love them, and you will too.
The athlete's choice. We're talking about S&M Sports Shop in Shelby. Locally owned and operated with the hometown people like Mike, Suzanne, Dale, Luke, Charlie, Adam, and Darren. They can take care of all your athletic needs. S&M Sports Shop is your team outfitter for all local schools in whatever sport you play. S&M has leather jackets for all local high schools and is your Cleveland County headquarters for Oakley Sunglasses. S&M Sports Shop, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby.
Save big on a huge selection of used bikes at Honda Motorcycles of Shelby. Take a look at an 03 VT 750 Ace, only 6,100 miles, was $46.99, now just $41.99. An 08 Yamaha V-Star 650, only 3,200 miles, was $51.99, only $48.99. And see an 06 Honda Goldwing Trike, priced too low to advertise. And save too on program four-wheelers. Now $500 off at Honda of Shelby, Highway 74 Bypass East in Shelby.
That brings up Dustin Green, our Oro Supermarket player to watch. Takes a fastball, high and away, ball one.
But if I'm right, only 7 weeks. I first saw the play.
Sharply hit ball, but right at the second baseman, Pate throws over to first, 2 down.
And just 7 weeks from Friday, the World Series starts here at Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it. It would be nice to see Post 82 taking part in that. Chandler Young, the number 9 hitter, the second baseman, steps in with 2 out, nobody on. And the first pitch in the dirt, ball one.
Legion playoff schedule is really good for this area because of course, state tournament up at Caldwell County, Southeast Regionals down at Sumter again this year, and of course, World Series right here.
The 1-0 over for a strike, 1-1. Chandler 0 for 1, grounded third. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the 4th inning, 2-2 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Ground to short, Hanvey up with it. 6-3 the putout. Retired Shelby here in the 4th.
First 1-2-3 inning of the game, I believe. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the 5th inning on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, and Hickory and Shelby are tied at 2. You're listening to Post 82 Baseball, a tradition on Big O Country WOHS.
Since 1998, Cecil Burton Funeral Home and Crematory has been serving the people of Shelby and Cleveland County. Cecil Burton Funeral Home and Crematory is there to help the family in their time of need. Cecil Burton and his staff understands the needs of the families they serve and offer that understanding with personal and professional care. They are there to help guide you through the process with compassion. Cecil Burton Funeral Home and Crematory, locally owned and operated, 106 Cherryville Road in Shelby. Have you got a lamp that does not work? Don't throw it away. Bring it into Shelby Hardware, where Neil Holcomb will repair it for you. Neil can fix table and floor lamps, new or old, and he will also work on chandeliers. Your lamp repair headquarters is Shelby Hardware, serving Shelby and Cleveland County since 1979. Easy access, quick, friendly service. Shelby Hardware, 506 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Call 704-482-4405.
Since 1900, the Stamey Funeral Home in Fallston has been serving the families of our area with the finest in funeral service. In 1998, the Tysinger family began to serve the families of the Cherryville community, and today are a proud member of that community, providing services with dignity and respect. Caring for your family like our own, that's their slogan. Come talk with manager Pete Kraft about the services they provide at the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home, 405 North Dixie Street in Cherryville.
Quickly 0-2 is right-hander Frankie Harrell ahead in the count. Pate 1 for 2. Single to right and flew to left. Fastball swung on and missed. 1 down here in the top of the 5th.
Asheville here tomorrow night. Remember, come out and support Post 82. 7 o'clock game time, 6:45 air time tomorrow. But come on out and support here at Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium.
Center fielder Cole McGraw. Couple of walks and 2 trips. Looks at a pitch well off the plate, 1-0. Once again, I want to apologize for the interference tonight. We were having trouble with our phone lines, and working to try to get that taken care of. Fastball misses, and it's 2-0 on McGraw.
Sometimes this happens there in our studio lines. We have water gets in the system somehow, and we had some rain, heavy rain last night, made it a little bit worse.
2-0 pitch. Doesn't find the plate. And it's 3-0 on the Hickory center fielder. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 5th. 2-2 our score on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Hickory with a couple of runs in the first. Shelby answered back in the third. And the 3-0 pitch. McGraw getting the green light, fouls it out of play, left field side, 3-1. A little bit surprising there, even though he's a third hitter in the lineup. In a 2-2 ball game to get a green light on a 3-0 pitch. Harrell ready with the 3-1. Misses high, ball 4, and McGraw keeps his perfect night going. 3 walks in 3 trips.
Next batter will be number 18, Colton Chapman.
That brings up the cleanup batter, the DH, Colton Chapman.
It's the 5th walk issued by Shelby pitching tonight.
Chapman's got one of those walks, and he also flew to center. 0 for 1. As Harrell throws over to first. McGraw back on his belly safely. Right-hander Frankie Harrell comes set. Fastball swung on and fouled back behind us here, and takes a hop over the fence and hits a car, and it's not mine, so we're all good.
Yeah, and you're in front of mine. So.
But I think that might have been yours, Dan.
When it bounced over yours, didn't it, mine? Maybe it hit in the bed of the truck.
No, actually, it was a minivan, so I think
we're safe, right?
I think we're safe. 0-1 the count on Chapman with a runner at first, 1 out. Runner going on the pitch. Lined into left center field. It's going to be down for a base hit. Over to try and cut it off as Triplett can't come up with it cleanly. Rounding third and heading home. It's McGraw, and Hickory regains the lead. 3-2 in the ball game on an RBI double by Colton Chapman.
Is hit out in the gap, and Nick Triplett tried to come up with it, couldn't quite get it. It goes all the way to the fence, and by the time they get it in, of course, McGraw scores.
So on the hit and run, he was running on the play. That really helped as well. And
yeah, he came all the way from first home to score.
Brings up Jordan Eckerd with 1 down. Runner at second now for Hickory.
He came 270 feet, buddy.
Curveball catches the inside corner, 0-1. I knew you used to teach, Dan, but I didn't realize it was math.
It was.
Harrell, the second pitcher of the night for post 82 in relief of Cody Fitch. A little nubber off the fist. Soft line drive back to the mound. Frankie Harrell catches it. And there's 2 down.
Next batter will be number 10.
And that'll send up the third baseman, Matt Ward.
Full right on deck.
Ward 0 for 2, struck out and flew to center. (3-2) Hickory as they regain the lead with a run here in the top of the 5th inning. Runner at second, 2 out. Fastball over, called strike 0-1. Harrell will look at second, breaking ball, chopped to third. Nice play by Mims. Wide throw at first, but a good play by Brock Melton as he comes off the bag and applies the tag to end the inning.
But Hickory takes the lead, or he takes the lead with 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-2, Hickory leads Shelby. Post 82 Baseball on whatsupshopper.com and Big O Country.
It's the good old A series. Come on by and see the new quarter-mile track. It's the home of exciting racing. Each and every Friday night starting at 8 o'clock. Gates open.
If someone tried to sell you trouble, you wouldn't pay money for it. That's a product nobody wants. But without the right kind of maintenance for your car, that's what you get. Part of that maintenance should be regular oil changes. The folks at Rapid Pace Oil Change in Boiling Springs will take care of this aspect of maintenance for you. And Rapid Pace is an official state inspection station. So when your vehicle's state inspection date comes up, see the folks at Rapid Pace Oil Change, 201 South Main Street in Boiling Springs.
From online banking to high-yield CDs, we're all about financial services with Hometown Spirit. High-performance auto loans, comfortable home mortgages, savings that'll save the day. It's all here, and it all comes with a hometown heart and spirit you won't find at other places. Come in, let's talk. We're an equal housing lender, substantial penalty for early withdrawals on CDs. First National Bank, hometown banking since 1874. Member FDIC.
And whatever sport you play, FBM have rubber jackets for all local high schools. And use your Cleveland Zone headquarters for Oakley Sunrise.
And back at Veterans Field Cuter Stadium, lining to short to start the bottom half of the fifth inning. Chandler Young.
C.J. Brooks.
One down. Chandler hit the ball well, but nice play by shortstop Davis Hanvey for the first out of the inning. And we go back to the top of the order. Left fielder C.J. Brooks.
CJ tonight struck out, and he's been hit by a pitch.
Grounder to second. Pate. Little flip over to Fulbright, 4-3 for out number 2.
Next batter will be number 6, Jackson Mims. Triplet all day.
Third baseman Jackson Mims is up with 2 down, nobody on. Jackson a double back in the first, and then a fielder's choice, his second trip to the plate. Looks at a curveball, over for a strike, 0-1.
Colton, the lefty on the mound for Hickory, he started a game against Shelby up at Hickory back in May.
High chopper to short. Tough play, nice throw, nice play. Hanvey to Fulbright to end the inning.
3 up, 3 down for the second straight inning. Goes post 82, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the 6th inning. 3-2, Hickory leading post 82 on Big O Country and whatsupshopper.com.
Completed 5 innings of play. The score remains Hickory 3, Shelby 2. Up next to Hickory, Fulbright, Barton, and
Year-round fun begins at the Bargain Station brand name outlet on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Keep cool with baubles. Bobble-in sets are just $6.99 and complete bottle sets are $9.95. You'll find luggage and bags, sporting equipment including golf clubs, grills for cooking, and much more. All at big savings to you. The Bargain Station name brand outlet, 4400 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right next to Honda Motorcycles. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, Saturdays, 9 till 2. Hospice of Cleveland County is proud to sponsor this local sporting event. Hospice of Cleveland County is there for you when you need comfort and care. Referrals can be made by the patient, family members, a physician, a minister, a friend, or anyone who cares. Their professional staff at Hospice of Cleveland County is committed to preserving human dignity through compassion, integrity, and excellence in patient care. For more information, call 704-487-4677 or visit the website at hospicecares.cc. Angus is the word for beef, and Adora Supermarket and Broad River Hams in Shelby, AA grade, premium quality, affordable priced, high river Angus. And they'll cut your Angus steaks upon request. Get the perfect steak for your perfect cookout. Right now, get ribeye, T-bone, or porterhouse steaks for only $6.99 a pound. plus ground chuck, chicken, hot dogs, and fish. And ask about their bundle specials from 16 to 50 pound to big company bundles. At Orr Supermarket in Broad River Hams, 1026 East Marion Street in Shelby.
Blanton Cars is slashing down payments. We offer down payments as low as $500. We are the most experienced buy here, pay here dealer in Cleveland County. We have cars as new as 2010 models that we will finance in-house. We don't look at your past credit. Your job is your credit here. We have payment plans to fit your budget. Stop by today and let us put you in the car you deserve. Blanton Cars has 2 locations to serve you in Shelby, East Dixon Boulevard across from the Western Sizzlin', and West Dixon Boulevard beside Taco Bell.
Next batter will be number 15, Luke Barton. Whitfield on deck.
And that'll send up the catcher, Luke Barton. Curveball over for a strike, 0-1, and Frankie Harrell really getting into a groove here.
And that's what he wants to do, buddy. Keep this game close, and your bats eventually will come alive and get you back in it, maybe, hopefully.
Check swing on the 0-1 curveball. And the home plate umpire says he did not go, and it's 1-1. Fastball hit hard at third. Mims up with it. Good play. 5-3. Good throw on the put out, and Barton retired. 4 out, number 2.
Next batter will be number 3, Kieron Whitfield.
Brings up the number 9 hitter, left fielder Kieron Whitfield.
Handy on deck.
3 hits for both teams on the night. Couple of errors for Shelby, 1 for Hickory. 2 down, nobody on. A curveball in there called strike, 0-1 to Whitfield.
Hickory has left 6 on base, while Post 82 has left 3 on base so far.
Next pitch swung and a missed. And Harrell ahead in the count, 0-2 to the Hickory left fielder. Fastball popped up, shallow right field, foul territory. Brock Melton over, makes the play to end the inning.
First time tonight, Hickory goes down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning on the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard. Hickory 3, Shelby 2 on Big O Country and WhatsUpShopper.com.
Bell. There's never been a better time to switch to Nationwide and save. For auto, home, life, or business insurance, call Heather, Gary, Mark, or Gaylord at the Gaylord Brawley Nationwide Insurance Agency in Shelby. You can trust Nationwide, serving North Carolina customers since 1928 and number 1 for 20 straight years. The Gaylord Brawley Nationwide Insurance Agency, 1235 Falston Road in Shelby. Call 704-484-2680. The Mattress Store in Shelby has the largest selection and lowest prices in Cleveland County. There are over 25 different floor models to choose from. Come by and check out the selection of mattresses by Simmons, Sealy, Symbol, and Park Place. The Mattress Store has any price or firmness you're looking for. Also check out the selection of headboards, frames, and waterbed supplies. Financing and delivery is available. The Mattress Store, Highway 18 North, Shelby.
It's just $5.99 once you've on the side. Buffet has a great approval pizza, pasta, calzone, cheese and salad bar. In the Buster Pizza's carry out. From 704.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and for Post 82, it's Nick Triplett leading off, buddy.
And he pops the second pitch to the first baseman in foul territory. Fulbright makes the play. 1 out.
3-2 our score. Hickory leading on the Medical Arts Farmview scoreboard.
Hickory with a couple of runs in the first, 1 in the 5th. Shelby with 2 in their half of the third inning. Brings up Brock Melton. And Brock drove in one of those runs with an RBI single his last time up. And he looks at the first pitch ball, low and inside, ball one. Allison's next pitch. Catches the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1. Left-hander working quickly. There's a ground ball to short. A couple of steps to his right. Hanvey, a long throw in time to retire Melton for the second out.
Next batter will be number 12, Riley Smith.
And that'll send up the catcher, Riley Smith.
Riley 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out a couple times. Shelby, only 3 hits. Hickory, what, buddy? 3 hits as well, right?
3 hits as well. 3-3-1 across the board for Hickory. 2-3-2 for Post 82. First pitch fouled down the left field side, 0-1 on Smith.
Remember, the American Legion World Series gets underway here at Veterans Field Keeter Stadium on August 17th.
There's a breaking ball, popped right side. Let's see if it stays in play. It will in foul territory for Fulbright. It makes the catch to retire Shelby here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
And for the 3rd straight inning, Shelby has gone down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 3-2 our score. Hickory leads Shelby. You're listening to Post 82 American Legion Baseball, a tradition on 1390 AM WOHS and tonight on whatsupshopper.com.
Former club members Denzel Washington and Jennifer Lopez for the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future.
You can change a child's future. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
You can open doors for children to have great futures at the Boys and Girls Club of Cleveland County. Visit us at 412 West Sumter Street or at greatfutures.org.
Lell Hardware and Garden Center is in its 21st year of serving you with the best selection of hardware, lawn and garden supplies, and a wide variety of dog and other animal foods. Ed and Linda Lell thank you for your patronage and remind you that now's the time for their spring yard and garden projects. They have fertilizer, grass seed, pine needles, mulch, garden seed, and plants. And if you're planting your first garden, Lell Hardware has everything you need. Lell Hardware and Garden Center, Highway 18 between Shelby and Falston. When accidents happen, it's reassuring to know that quick expert care is nearby. Carolina's Healthcare Urgent Care Shelby is now open and is staffed with experienced physicians, mid-level providers, nurses, and support personnel equipped with on-site laboratory and x-ray services. So keep our new location and contact information close by for immediate access to the region's preferred healthcare and largest physicians network. Carolina's Healthcare Urgent Care, 1010 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
What will be now is 5th inning of work in relief of Cody Fitch. Came on in the 3rd inning with a runner on, nobody out. And has done a really, really good job. Starts Hanvey off with the curveball over for a strike, 0-1. Next pitch popped into shallow left center field, calling forth the left fielder C.J. Brooks. And he'll make the catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up second baseman Tyler Pate. Pate with one of the 3 Hickory hits tonight.
He had that hit back in that 1st inning and later scored in the inning. The second Hickory run.
Takes a pitch in the dirt for ball 1.
We've been talking, buddy, since we were in Hickory, our first broadcast of the season. This Hickory team looks about as good as anybody we've seen this year so far.
Pretty solid. They really are. 1-0 pitch sails up and away. Ball 2-2-0.
As I mentioned, Colton Allison, the lefty pitching for Hickory tonight, started in that game up in Hickory, but did not get the win.
2-0 is lined hard, but foul down toward the Shelby dugout, right field line. And that'll move the count to 2 balls and a strike.
Our photographer handling the camera down there tonight is Josh Collins down the first base line.
2-1 pitch misses inside. 3-1 the count now on Pate. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the 7th inning in a good ball game, but as of right now, post 82 on the short side of a 3-2 score. 3-1 pitch fouled off of Pate's foot. Runs the count full. Post 82, 4-5 in division play coming into tonight's game. Only 5 games left. As we mentioned earlier, it'd be nice if they could get 4 or if not all of the 5 remaining games. That would be nice. Payoff pitch now from Harrell. Hit hard between first and second. Diving attempt by Young. Can't come up with it cleanly, but a nice effort nonetheless, and he may be a little bit shook up.
He went down. They knocked the ball down, but no chance of getting Pate at first. And
it'll go as a base hit for Pate.
Yeah, base hit. You can see if you're watching on WhatsAppShopper.com, Josh has got the camera as Chandler tries to shake it off there and get back in action.
It looked to me like, Dan, I'm not sure, but he could have jammed his hand or something as he dove in there. Tough to speculate this far away, but he doesn't look to be too shook up, and I think he's going to stay in the ball game.
Chandler's one of these we called them super softs this year in high school ball. We got 4 of them in the lineup tonight for Shelby. Of course, Jackson Mims at third. Jay Siegel out and right tonight. We did Cody Fitch starting pitcher was that one of the super softs, and of course Chandler Young down at second tonight. Four rising juniors in that lineup. This is a pretty young team.
Yeah, it really is. Getting some valuable experience here in the 2012 American Legion baseball season. Center fielder Cole McGraw at the plate, the number 3 hitter in the lineup for Hickory, with a runner at first now and 1 down. Harrell comes set. First pitch line to center field for a base hit. Advancing to second is Pate. And runners at first and second now, and only 1 out for the cleanup batter, the DH Colton Chapman.
Single by McGraw brings to the plate number 18, Colton Chapman.
5th hit of the night for Hickory, post 48. And kind of a tough spot here as Chapman doubled his last time up.
DP would be pretty good here. We hadn't seen one tonight so far. We saw several. I think Cherville had 3 double plays against post 82 yesterday in that afternoon game.
Curveball inside corner, 0-1 to Chapman. That'd be a nice ending to this inning. 3-2 Hickory on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, top of the 7th. 1 out, but post 48 with runners at first and second. And the cleanup batter at the plate showing bunt on a curveball, comes up empty. And the count 0-2, and it's kind of a baffler if you ask me, but Chapman now in the hole, 0-2 to Frankie Harrell. Pate at second, McGraw at first. Curve ball off the inside part of the plate, 1-2.
Frankie Harrell on the mound is going to Gardner Webb College, but he's not going to play baseball. He's going, to be a student only, if what I understand. Maybe sometime he can walk on out there and play.
There's nothing wrong with going and getting a good education, that's for sure. Hard hit ball to left field, going back on it. Over the head of C.J. Brooks, can't come up with it. 1 run will score. And standing at second with an RBI double is Colton Chapman. And it's now Hickory 4 and Shelby 2.
And Chapman, that's his second RBI of the night.
RBI double by Chapman brings to the plate.
Had an RBI double back in the fifth inning, buddy, as well.
6th hit of the night for Hickory, and that will send to the plate the right fielder, Jordan Eckert, with runners at second and third, 1 out, and post 82 has no other options but to draw the infield in on the infield grass all the way around. Can't afford to give up another run here if at all possible. Hanging breaking ball, ripped foul, but the count now will be 0-1 on Eckert. Hickory with a run in here in the 7th. They lead 4-2 and threatening to add to that with runners at second and third, 1 out. Fastball, chopped foul. Third base side, and it's 0-2. Eckert's 0 for 3. He's grounded to short, struck out, and hit a little soft liner back to the mound. Chapman at second, Cole McGraw at third for post 48. Curveball called strike 3, I believe. No, I'm sorry. I don't know what the home plate umpire was doing, Dan, but he got really demonstrative back there. I thought he was calling him out.
I thought he was too.
Evidently not, unless he's calling a foul ball. Maybe it hit the bat.
Yeah, I believe maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, the breaking ball is inside a little bit. So the count's still 0-2 on Eckert. Fastball chopped off of the hitter's foot. So it'll remain 0-2. Post 82 trying to get out of this with no further damage. So it's getting late in the ball game. And looking down the barrel of a 4-2 deficit right now. Harrell comes set. 1-2 curveball, line to left. Left fielder comes in, makes a play. Tag at third, throw to the plate. Not in time as it hits the runner from third. And Jordan Eckert will be credited with a sacrifice fly. And it's now Hickory 5 and post 82 2. 2 down, the runner from second advances to third. And that'll send up third baseman Matt Ward.
And that's Eckert's second RBI of the night.
Harrell from the stretch. And the first pitch to Ward, a curveball, misses ball 1. Ward hitless in 3 trips tonight. 1-0 pitch, lined foul. Left field line. Count goes to 1-1.
Got the Big A fans on tonight here at the old ballpark under the grandstand. Yeah, I guess it cools them down under there. I hadn't We're mostly in the press box, aren't we, buddy?
Yeah, not many opportunities to be down there. Curveball misses outside, 2-1. I did watch a little bit of the World Series last year, a couple of innings under there, but I'm not even sure if they had them on. I don't really recall. 2-1 curveball, inside ball 3-1. I'm sure they help, though. They have to. They're
Definitely.
pretty good-sized fans.
Yes, they are.
2 down, runner third, 3-1 offering. Popped up on the infield. Maybe a step or two in the outfield grass. Shortstop Dustin Green makes the play for the final out.
Bud Hickory picks up 2 more runs. 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on. After 6.5 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, stretched inning for the Shelby fans as Hickory leads it 5-2 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard on Big O Country and whatsupshopper.com.
Medical Arts Pharmacy is your locally owned independent hometown pharmacy. Unlike the big chain stores, Medical Arts Pharmacy calls you by name and treats you like family and friends, not a number. Medical Arts has more National Board certified technicians and personnel than other pharmacies to keep down your waiting time on prescriptions. Online refills at medicalartsofshelby.com. Medical Arts Pharmacy, 108 Grover Street near the hospital in Shelby. Call 704-487-8068.
Everyone knows Kibo's has the most delicious pizza around, but now Kibo's has breakfast biscuits and hot wings. Yes, now you can get bacon, egg, liver mush, and sausage biscuits, and fantastic hot wings. Keith and RB remind you that Kibo's is also your one stop when you run out of milk, bread, soft drinks, candy, gum, crackers, charcoal, soap, tobacco, oil, and when you're running low on gas. There's also fresh produce and hand-dipped ice cream at Kibo's, Highway 226 North at Zion Church Road in Shelby.
Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Hickory leading now 5-2. Jay Siegel leads off the inning, buddy.
And the first pitch chopped back to the mound. Nice play by Allison. Throws on to first. 4 out, number 1. That'll bring up the shortstop. And our Aura Supermarket player to watch tonight, Dustin Green.
That out by Siegel, the 11th straight Shelby hitter that Allison has retired.
And the first pitch over for a called strike to Dustin Green, 0-1.
Shelby has not had a base runner since back in the 3rd inning when they scored their 2 runs.
Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1. There's a line shot down the left field line, just foul, just hooked foul, about a foot or so down the left field line. Kind of the way the Knights went for post 82.
No, not much luck. Let's put that with the last couple days.
A little bit of extension of yesterday, you're
yes.
right. So the count will go to a ball and 2 strikes on Dustin Green. It's got to change at some point. And my vote is now's a good time.
Get it started.
Next pitch chopped foul, third base side. Post 82 with a couple of runs in the 3rd. Hickory 2 in the 1st. A single run in the 5th and 2 in the top half of this inning. 1-2 pitches upstairs with a fastball. 2-2 the count. 2-2 lined into right center field. That's going to be down for a hit, maybe more, into the gap. Rounding first, heading to second is Green. Throw comes in. He slides into second with the one-out double. So Dustin, our Aura Supermarket player to watch, coming through here for post 82 in the bottom of the seventh inning.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter, I think, for post. I think that's Alston Bridges coming to the plate for post 82, pinch hitting for Frankie Harrell.
So we'll have a new pitcher in the top of the eighth inning for Shelby as well. So Alston Bridges at the plate with one out runner at second. And post 82 trailing 5-2 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Allison comes set. Left-hander delivers a curveball. Drops in there 0-1. The 1-0, foul tipped behind the plate, and it's 0-2 on pinch hitter Alston Bridges.
Alston, who's grandparents for Kent and Linda Bridges from Alston Bridges Barbecue. Kent and Linda are in Alaska.
Well, maybe they're tuning in via the WhatsAppShopper.com or RealCountry1390.com. 0-2 fastball off the plate. And the count of ball and 2 strikes.
Up there on on vacation.
Allison delivers. This one's in the dirt, and that will move the runner up to third. With one out, and the count goes to 2-2 on Bridges. Dustin Green, a good jump on the pitch in the dirt. And it goes a wild pitch to Allison. A left-hander works from the stretch, a little chopper foul. And a good time for post 82 now with the runner at third, less than 2 outs. You got to get one in here at the very least here in the bottom of the seventh inning with a 3-run deficit. 2-2 pitch off the plate. The count full now on Alston Bridges, 3-2. Hickory lefty comes set, payoff pitch. High ball 4, good at bat by Alston Bridges, the pinch hitter, works the walk. And post 82 with runners at the corners now, still only one down for Chandler Young.
Will be number 9, Chandler Young. Brooks on the
And that was upstairs, but not by much, Dan.
Yeah, good eye by Alston. With 2 strikes, you got to be really careful on that.
Chandler Young to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded to third and lined to short. There's a chopper to short. Over to second 1. Throwing to first, not in time, and 1 run is in for post 82. And it's now Hickory 5, post 82 3 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard.
At Pegram Insurance run scored there for post 82 by Dustin Green.
Chandler Young will get the RBI on the fielder's choice, and we head back to the top of the order, C.J. Brooks. With 2 down and a runner at first. Runner going, caught Hickory off guard. Nobody even covering second. Throw down, and Davis Hanvey had to turn on the burners just to get to the bag, and that's going to bring the Hickory coaching staff out to the mound, and I'm sure is not going to be a very pleasant conversation.
No, somebody was not very alert there. While we got this moment, remind you, post 82 here tomorrow night against Asheville. We'll have it on the air and WhatsAppShopper.com at 6:45. First pitch at 7. For you Post 100 fans, Cherville Post 100 fans, they are at McNair Field in Forest City tomorrow night against Rutherford County. You can hear that game on WCSL tomorrow night.
a quick meeting, quick and to the point. And the count 1-0 on C.J. Brooks, runner at second now. Little nubber foul, third base side, diving attempt by third baseman Matt Ward. Can't come up with it. Hopefully he's okay because he slid into that fence in front of the dugout.
And he's getting up slowly, but going back to his position, as you can see at a few fans looking in on whatsupshopper.com. Well, thank, again, Josh Collins running the camera down there and setting all this up tonight. Also to our studio producer at WOHS, Steve Roberts. He had some technical problems early. He solved that, and we appreciate that very much.
Absolutely. And the count 1-1 now on C.J. Brooks. There's a line shot to center field, but the center fielder positioned pretty well. A couple of steps to his left, and he makes the final out of the inning.
But Post 82 does get a run, one run on one hit. There were no errors, and one runner left on. We go to the eighth inning now on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Hickory leading Post 82 5-3 on WOHS, WCSL, RealCountry1390.com, and WhatsUpShopper.com.
You know, some things just go together, like Romeo and Juliet, like lipstick and lips, like shoes and socks, but not sandals and socks. That's not a good look. Like action movies and catchphrases, like McDonald's and an icy cold Coke. And now any size Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea from McDonald's is just $1, so they go even more together, like reality shows and hot tubs. McDonald's and Coke, the simple joy of being made for each other. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time, a la carte only.
West End Sales in Vale is proud to welcome Ron Parker to their staff. Ron takes his time to invite his friends and former customers to come by and see him for all of your farm and lawn and garden equipment needs. And for a limited time, get a free loader with any Coyote Series tractor, excluding the DS Series. And get a free first-time oil change with the purchase of any new tractor. See Ron Parker today at West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale. So you think it'll take a miracle to get affordable insurance? Well, Pilgrim Insurance in Shelby and Lincoln believes in miracles. Come by and talk with one of their friendly, helpful staff members. Call now for a free quote, and you'll find you'll get lower rates and better service. Pilgrim will insure any driver, any age, any vehicle. Yes, miracles do happen. Visit Pilgrim Insurance, 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and on Clark Drive in the Town and Country Shopping Center in Lincoln. Thinking about new carpet or floor covering for your home? Then think about Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Gastonia. Either one is just a short drive away. You'll find name brand floor covering at great prices with expert installation. Come in and check out the savings today. Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors, 2759 East Ozark Avenue in Gastonia. There's a store near you.
Bright for Hickory. Fastball swung and a missed, 0-1. 5-3 our score. Hickory leads it on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. And a couple of chances left for Post 82 as the next pitch fouled sharply, but in the stands above the Hickory dugout. And Hastings ahead in the count 0-2.
I believe Nick has a couple innings eligibility tonight, as he did pitch basically 10 innings yesterday. Got some relief in the 10th, but has about 10 innings.
Misses with a fastball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
In Legion Baseball, you can pitch 12 innings in a 72-hour period.
1-2 breaking ball lifted down the right field line. A long run for the right fielder. Can't come up with it. It falls in for a base hit. Rounding first, heading to second, and sliding in with probably what will be scored a single and an error, but
Double by Fulbright brings to the plate number 15, Luke.
That's up to you, Dan. You're the one with the scorebook.
You saw it.
It's hard to see what happened down there. Double. We'll give him a double. Fulbright leads off with a leadoff double for Hickory. Hit number 7 of the night for post 48, and that'll bring up Luke Barton, the catcher. Barton 0 for 3 on the night. Squares looking to move the runner, fouls it back off the screen, 0-1. The defense had Fulbright, a left-handed hitter, played pretty well around, much like a right-handed hitter, so long way to go for Jay Siegel. And Fulbright, the beneficiary, with a leadoff double just inside the right field foul line. 0-1 the count on Barton. And he takes a Nick Hastings fastball upstairs for ball 1, 1-1. Runner at second, nobody out. Top of the 8th inning. 5-3, Hickory with a 2-run advantage. Hastings will look at the runner at second. Drops a breaking ball in there, misses. And the count 2-1. Barton's line back to the mound, struck out and grounded to third. Hastings comes set. 2-1 curveball. Stays upstairs, and it's 3-1. Barton, the number 8 hitter in the lineup for Hickory. Post 48's dugout. Busy with a couple of pitchers throwing. And the 3-1 off the outside corner. Ball 4. Barton reaches, and runners at first and second now. Nobody out. And the batter will be Kieron Whitfield.
Next batter will be number 3, Kieron Whitfield. Handy on deck.
And obviously a situation now where you would expect Whitfield to try and move the runners up.
And he's showing a tendency here to see if he does.
Bunts it, but foul. Just behind the plate, 0-1. Whitfield's 0 for 3. Reached on an error, flew to left, and popped out to first base. Hastings fastball taken high and away, evens the count of 1-1. Hickory 9-1 in division play coming into tonight. Bunt down the third base line. That's going to be a tough play. Long throw to first, gets by the second baseman covering at first. 1 run will score. And Hickory now with runners at the corner, still nobody out. And the lead now 6-3.
And that's that throwing error. They're allowed to run to score, but Whitfield will be credited with the sacrifice.
Sacrifice, and then the throwing error that allows the base runners to advance an additional base and the insurance run to score. 6-3 Hickory on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. There's a hard hit ball at short, and Dustin Green can't come up with it. Another run in, and it's now 7-3. That ball was hit on the nose by Davis Hanvey, the leadoff batter.
I believe they have credited him with a base hit.
Probably a good call because he got all of it. 8th hit of the night for Hickory. Runners at first and second now. Second baseman Tyler Pate steps in. Showing bunt, takes a curveball over for a strike, 0-1. And the hitter calls time. Top of the 8th inning, 7-3 Hickory now. With runners at first and second, nobody out. 0-1 the count on the hitter Pate. Takes a pitch for a ball, 1-1.
This would be the 4th consecutive loss if it remains this way by Post 82.
One pitch bunted foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, we apologize for our phone lines having some issues back at the station, and hopefully we'll get that worked out as quickly as possible.
North Post 82 lost to Cherryville Friday night after beating Rutherford County last Thursday night, and lost yesterday, first game to Cherryville, then goes to Burke County last night and loses a heartbreaker as well. And
1-2 fastball, high and away, 2-2 the count.
Sometimes you can just get down, buddy, and can this team come back? Let's hope so.
Yeah, we certainly do hope so. Still a couple of hacks left in this one. It isn't over. Be nice to get out of the inning with no further damage, however. 2-2 pitch bounced foul, first base side. And Pate with a couple of hits on the night, 2 for 4. Hickory, a very well put together team. They battle and they have good pitching. They don't play too bad defense, and they come up with clutch hits. Hastings ready with the 2-2 pitch. Runner from second and first going. Throw into left field. And that'll allow Whitfield to score from third. Throw back behind the runner at second.
And that'll be another throwing error, allowing the run to score.
And that pushes the score to 8-3. Hickory.
Post 82 now with 4 errors on the night.
To the count, 3-2 now with the runner at second. Payoff pitch to Pate. Hit well down the left field line. That's going to fall in for a hit and score another run. C.J. Brooks chases it down, but not before Tyler Pate picks up his 3rd hit of the night, an RBI double here in the 8th.
Next batter will be number 11, Cole McGraw.
Well, Hickory scored 2 runs in the first, had a run in the 5th, 2 runs last inning, and 4 already here in the 8th, and still nobody out.
Center fielder Cole McGraw. Steps in and takes a pitch for a strike, 0-1. I believe somebody's car alarm is going off.
I believe so.
Next pitch lifted down the left field line. Long run. C.J. Brooks makes the play for out number 1.
And actually, that may be Siegel out there. I believe when Triplet came to the mound, that C.J. Brooks.
He's number 11. I believe he's still C.J. Brooks.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder who they got out in center here. Let's see.
No.
I believe that's Nick Hastings. It may be Nick Hastings out in center.
Hastings is on the mound now.
Oh, okay, Hastings. I'm mixed up. I get these Nicks confused.
So now the DH at the plate, Colton Chapman. He's had back-to-back doubles his last 2 plate appearances. Takes the curveball in the dirt. Runner tries to advance to third. Throw in the dirt. Gets by Mims, but not far enough to allow the runner to score, but he does advance to third on the wild pitch. 1-0 the count on Chapman with 1 out. Misses, and it's 2-0 as the infield and on the infield grass all the way around. Hastings to the belt, 2-0 pitch lifted right field. Over to make the play is the right fielder Siegel. Strong throw to the plate, but is plenty deep enough to score the run. And credit Chapman with a sacrifice fly.
And that's his 3rd RBI of the night.
2 down in the inning, but another run across, and it's now Hickory 10, Shelby 3 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. That brings up Jordan Eckerd. Fouls the first pitch off, 0-1. And Eckerd sacrifice fly his last time up. Hastings curveball upstairs evens it up at 1-1. One fastball hit pretty well, but the deepest part of the park, center field, Triplet back and under it, takes it in for out number 3.
But Hickory picks up 4 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 errors and nobody left on base. After 7.5 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, score now, Hickory leading the way with 10, post 82-3 on Big O Country.
Deviney Lumber and Salvage in Polkville can save you on everything from hardware items to landscape timbers to treated lumber and mulch. Plus, Deviney's has dog kennels, paneling, windows, hardwood flooring, doors, exterior shutters, and more. So whether you're building new or remodeling, see Max and the folks at Deviney Lumber and Salvage. Call 704-538-8211 for Deviney Lumber and Salvage, Highway 226 in downtown Polkville.
Got a special occasion coming up? Celebrate it with a greeting card from the new greeting card section at Griffin Drugstore in downtown Kings Mountain. Griffin Drugstore now has a new $1 greeting card section. Since 1919, Griffin Drugstore has been serving the people of Kings Mountain with the finest in prescription service, featuring free citywide delivery and 10% senior citizens discounts. Griffin Drug, 129 West Mountain Street, downtown Kings Mountain.
Excluding the DS series, and get a free first-time oil change with a purchase of any new tractor. See Ron Parker today at Western Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 10-3 now. Our score, Hickory leading post 82 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Jackson Mims leads off to Shelby 8th.
2, 3, and 4 up, and quite a mountain to climb now for post 82, trailing 10-3. And the count 1-1 on Mims. There's a chopper toward short. Throwing on the run is Hanvey to Fulbright, 6-3 for out number 1.
Next up will be number 7, Nick Triplett. Melton on deck.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Nick Triplett. Nick 1 for 3 on the night. And he takes a curveball high for ball 1. The 1-0 fastball is high as well, and it's 2-0. Left-hander works. There's a one-hopper toward second. Paid up with it. Over to Fulbright, 2 down.
Next up for post 82 will be number 21, Brock Melton.
And the cleanup batter, Brock Melton. 1 for 3 on the night, steps to the plate.
Brock, with that single back in the 3rd inning, drove in one of the post 82 runs.
Left-hander Colton Allison has been tough on the mound for Hickory. There's a line shot between first and second into right field for a base hit.
Brock with his 2nd hit of the evening.
Just the 5th hit of the night for post 82. And Dustin Jones is going to be batting for Riley Smith.
Hitting will be number 10, Dustin Jones.
Two out in the inning, runner at first. And Dustin Jones, the pinch hitter. First pitch from Allison, off of the glove of the diving third baseman, Matt Ward, and that's going to be an infield hit. So Dustin comes up and makes his presence known. Matt Ward has been busy at third base for Hickory tonight. Almost made a great play there.
As you know, buddy, it's all called the hot corner, and we've seen it there tonight.
We absolutely have, and 2-out single by Jones puts runners at first and second, and Jay Siegel due up. I believe we have another pinch hitter, but can't get the number just yet.
Pinch hitting will be number 20, Philip Black.
Philip Black batting for Siegel. And he takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Two down, runners at first and second. Post 82 trying to come back from a 10-3 deficit. Breaking ball swung and a missed, and it's 1-1. Little nubber just to the right of the mound. Going to be a tough play. Second baseman Pate in quickly. Can't make a play. And the bases are going to be loaded for post 82 with 2 out.
And another infield single there. Hey.
Well, they
give it a hit?
They flashed error on the board, but it would have been a tough play, so I'd say give him a hit.
I'm going to give him a hit.
Probably could have gotten him with a good throw, but those plays are tough. At any rate, bases loaded, 2 down for Dustin Green. And the first pitch misses, ball 1. Dustin, our Aura Supermarket player to watch, and what better time than right now to come through with a big hit for post 82. Still 4 outs to go for Shelby. A big hill to climb, but it can be done.
But in my early days of keeping score as a manager of the baseball team in high school and early 70s, kept score for the post 82 team on the bench. Sometimes you gave some hits sometimes.
That's right. There's a 1-1 pitch. It's lined to left, but right at Keyron Whitfield. That retires the side for post 82 here in the 8th.
No runs, 3 hits, no errors, bases left full. We go to the 9th inning now. Hickory leading 10-3 over Shelby on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. You're listening to Post 82 Baseball, a tradition on WOHS.
In 1998, the Tyson family began to serve the families of the charitable community, and today are a proud member of that community, providing.
Ready to travel? Then first travel into Young RVs in Kings Mountain. Take a look at the Viking Ultralight Conventional Travel Trailer with prices starting at $89.95. Choose from 3 great floor plans. And if you want to camp on Easy Street, see the Viking Hybrid Camping Trailers starting at $59.95. This unit has features you can't live without. See the Viking difference. Viking Travel Trailers and Campers available from Young RV Sales on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass intersection, Kings Mountain.
Experience, quality, and guaranteed service. That's what you get from Shelby Transmission Specialists. They do straight drives and automatic transmissions. They can repair and rebuild transmissions and sell parts as well. So if you're having trouble with your transmission, see the experts, Hal Hambrick, Lyle Reynolds, and Jimmy Stepp at Shelby Transmission Specialist, 734 Nally Drive, just off Highway 226 North, Shelby. Call 704-482-8756.
Attention landscape professionals, got a great deal on a Toro Z-Master zero-turn rider and boost your productivity. Its revolutionary Turbo Force 7-gauge steel cutting deck features the industry's toughest spindle assembly and an adjustable front baffle to achieve a superb cut on tall grass, wet grass, even tough-to-cut grass. Get the machine that gets more done. Get a deal, too, with Toro Financing. See your participating dealer for details. Toro, count on it. Available at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, at the Oak Grove Road, Highway 74 bypass, Kings Mountain.
There in the bottom of the 8th, 2 infield singles, and, of course, another single, but couldn't get the hit they needed with the bases loaded.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. Pretty much been the story all night long. And new pitcher on the mound, Grant Byers for post 82. Starts the hitter off with a fastball, fouled off the mid of the catcher for a strike, 0-1.
Grant out of Shelby High. He had a good sophomore year for Coach Chris Emery at Shelby High, and he's another one of those rising juniors, and a lot of talent coming up for next year for our area high school teams and for post 82 next season.
Dustin Jones behind the plate working with Grant now. Curveball taken high, ball 1-1-1. Byers 1-1 is in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ward yet to come up with a hit tonight. He's 0 for 4. Fouls the next pitch out of play, right side, 2-2. But he has played a heck of a game at third.
He has. He a great job on the corner down there.
Grant Byers, the right-hander, the 4th pitcher of the night for post 82, and he delivers the 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Good fastball in the outside corner. Ward down on strikes.
Grant Byers, again, that's 4th pitcher of the night for post 82, buddy.
4th pitcher of the night. That'll send up Jordan Fulbright. First baseman reached on a walk, doubled, and struck out twice. He's 1 for 3. Takes a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Right-hander ready now with the 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Hickory with a couple of runs in the first, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 7th, but the big one, 5 last inning. There's a little soft fly ball lifted to left. C.J. Brooks takes care of it, out 2.
Next up will be number 15, Luke Barton. Whitfield.
So with nobody on, 2 down, catcher Luke Barton steps in. Barton 0 for 3, did reach on a walk. First pitch misses, 1-0. Byers' next pitch low, ball 2. Two down, nobody on, top of the 9th inning. Byers a nice let up. Had Barton out in front, and it's 2-1. Fastball, swung and a miss, 2-2. We'll have Post 82 on the air tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday night. If I'm not mistaken, right, Dan?
That's correct.
2-2 pitch swung on, fouled straight back.
And for our listeners listening in on WCSL tonight, Cherville Post 100 coverage will be tomorrow night from McNair Field in Forest City against Rutherford County. Milton and the gang will be there for 7 o'clock start, 6:45 airtime.
2-2 fastball off the plate. Count runs full to Barton. Payoff pitch from Byers, low and away, ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Barton brings up Keyron Whitfield. Post 100 will also be on the air on WCSL on Friday night as they travel to Hickory to play this team in a big game that could determine one of the top 2 or 3 seeds going into the playoffs.
Let's tell you that the one Hickory loss in Western Division play to Cherryville at Fraley Field a week or so ago.
First pitch to Whitfield, a curveball, misses, ball 1. Next pitch fouled straight back, 1-1 the count.
Teams to beat so far, this Hickory team, of course, Caldwell County, and the team I saw yesterday, Cherryville. Those are 3 teams to beat in Area 4 Western Division play right now.
1-1 fastball up and away, gets by Dustin Jones, and the runner Barton will move up to second. Pushes the count to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Again, the state tournament will be played, I think it's the first week in August up at Caldwell County at MS Deal Stadium in Granite Falls.
Catcher Jones out to the mound to have a word with Byers, his pitcher. Get things on the same page with the runner at second. Two down in the inning, runner at second. Top of the 9th inning, 10-3, Hickory leads it on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. 2-1 fastball upstairs, but swung on and missed. And the count goes to 2-2 on Whitfield. Whitfield 0 for 3 on the night. He did reach on an error and had a sacrifice bunt his last time to the plate. There's a 2-2 let up, lifted into left center field. Pretty well hit, but triplet over and under it to make the catch for out number 3.
Hickory in the 9th, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. Go to the bottom of the 9th inning, big uphill struggle in the 9th. Come in for Post 82 if they don't want to win, because on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Hickory leads it by 7, 10-3 on Big O Country and whatsupshopper.com.
calls you by name.
Gamble's BP Auto Repair in Uptown Shelby is your one stop for gas and repair work on your vehicle. You can get quality BP gasoline, and Bill Gamble and his staff can do light and medium repair work on all types of vehicles, including work on CV joints, water pumps, alternators, and service and repair work on your car's air conditioning and heating systems. They can change your oil and lubricate your vehicle as well. And now Gamble's has tires. Come see the good selection of new tires at Gamble's BP Auto Repair, the Calv at Warren Streets in Uptown Shelby.
Here's a special money-saving message from Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs. If you use petroleum products, you should consider a generic brand. Major brands charge premium rates covering national advertising and promotions. Good generic brand packages their own products and meets manufacturer specifications, and they can sell at a lower price because of lower overhead. Our generic brands include Wolfhead, Coastal, AutoGuard, and Lubriguard. Buy these brands and you cut your costs. See Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive, Patterson Springs. Be sure to pick up this week's What's Up Shopper and check out the Essener Auto Sales ad. Play the new Essener Auto Sales Sports Trivia. Get the sports trivia question right, and you could win a free $10 gift certificate to your choice of the Western Sizzlin' or the Clock. And check out the great buys with over 130 automobiles on the lot. Down payments start at $4.99. See the entire inventory at EssenerAutoSales.com. Essener Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby, located right next to Bojangles.
Spring is here. It's time to start those projects you've been putting off all winter long. And the place to start is Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby. Brighten up your home with a new coat of Benjamin Moore paint. You'll find every color under the sun, along with all of your painting supplies. Build a deck for those summer cookouts. Fix that leaky faucet in the bathroom, or put in those new windows you've been wanting. Whatever the project, see Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Arrowwood Street in Shelby. The projects start and end with Cleveland Lumber Company.
So you got to start somewhere, and that's not too bad of a start as
any way on and get something going.
Leadoff walk. And now Chandler Young at the plate. And he hits it hard right at the third baseman, however, and that's going to be a double play. They catch Byers off, and you can't blame him. That ball was hit on the nose. And your reaction is you're going to second. 5-3 double play on the line out by Young. And Snake Bitten starts to slip into my mouth, Dan.
It certainly is. That's what's happened yesterday and today with this post-82 team.
So 2 out, nobody on. C.J. Brooks, the leadoff batter at the plate.
Can't put any blame on anybody right there. It's just a hard-hit ball that you're, like you say, your notion is you got to go to second.
Yeah, that's going to happen. First pitch over for strike. The second pitch in the dirt all the way to the screen. 1-1 on Brooks. Left-hander Allison delivers the 1-1 upstairs with a fastball, 2-1. He's went the distance, giving up 6 hits and 3 runs. Left-hander's 2-1 is into right field for a base hit. Brooks with a 2-out single to right. And that'll send up Jackson Mims.
Single by Brooks brings to the plate number 6, Jackson Mims.
Jackson has a double and also a scorer run tonight.
We're at the bottom of the ninth, 2 down. Post 82 trying for a desperate rally here, trailing 10-3. On the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Runner at first, and the first pitch to Mims. Drilled down the left field line. It's going to be fair, I believe. No, they say foul. And it may have been, but it couldn't be more than inches there, Dan. That was.
Listen, if that had been a Hickory hit, it would have went fair. I mean, it
would have probably tailed, wouldn't it?
Tailed into fair territory. That's just been the luck.
Jackson all over it. Just couldn't quite keep it between the lines, and it's 0-1. Next pitch with the runner going. Throw down to second. Not really quite sure why the runner was going, but runner at second now, and count 1-1 with 2 down to Jackson Mims. Allison's 1-1 pitch misses low, 2 balls and a strike. Jackson double back in the first inning. Also reached on a fielder's choice and bounced to short twice. 2-1 on the inside edge. Evens it up at 2-2. Post 82 back here tomorrow night. Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium. To play host to Asheville. 2-2 pitch hit well. Left field deep. Going back on at Whitfield. Still going back. And he makes the play just at the edge of the warning track.
And that'll do it. For post 82. In the ninth, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Final score on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard, Hickory 10, post 82 3. Back with our Shelby Savings Bank post-game show in 3 minutes on whatsupchopper.com, WOHS, WCSL, and realcountry1390.com.
Especially now, because Harold and Shelby, it's Auto Parts